Transport and communications, page 40. Paragraph 3. The state will cooperate with municipalities in work to increase public transport in non-urban areas. Okay, so the Icelandic version of the text did not say non-urban areas, it used the word landsbygðin, which is an Icelandic word used to describe this part of Iceland, the 90+% of the entire landmass, where less than 16% of the population lives. Now, what exactly this would entail, I'm not entirely sure, because most of this part of Iceland is accessible via a bus system. However, obviously some of the very rural areas will only get a maximum of one tiny bus per day, because there isn't just that much more need for public transport in this area, because most people own cars anyway. So the government did, before the election, sign an agreement with the town of Akureyri. So Sigurður Ingi, the Minister of Transportation and Local Government, and Akureyri made an agreement that the Akureyri airport would be expanded so that it could better accommodate international flights. So yeah, you can imagine how this could revolutionize the tourism trade in northeastern Iceland. Also, if you've ever been to Iceland or are planning to go to Iceland, you may know that many of the like cool, interesting natural sites are located all over Iceland, not just in the southwestern areas. That is, of course, the part that most tourists visit, because it's close to the capital and close to the airport, more importantly. So yeah, imagine you had the option to land in Akureyri, then yeah, there's overall fewer tourists up there, I'd say, so you'd be free from, if you've ever been to the Geysir area, for example, it's pretty overcrowded there. But also you could just have a better, you could probably just plan I want to say maybe just more efficient vacation. Imagine, for example, you fly to Reykjavik, drive halfway around Iceland, can use your time along the way much better, and you fly off from Akureyri. So yeah, you have better options there. So, and yeah, not to mention that this could really help the economy of the Northeast. So yeah, this is actually something that's already underway. It wasn't just invented now after the elections. So yeah, the plans to make the airport of Akureyri into a fully fledged international airport, albeit a very small one, are already underway. Oh, and by the way, just wanted to mention that the Progressive Party received a quarter of all of the votes in the northeastern constituency. So yeah, this is a legislative win. Page 41, rural development. English. To support rural To support rural development and freedom of choice in residence, government jobs will not have fixed locations unless specifically required by their nature. Targets will be set for the proportion of public jobs in non-urban areas. Now, I find this to be particularly interesting because, as we have all gotten to experience in the last several months, is that, yeah, a lot of jobs can be done from home. At least a lot of office-related jobs, as most, for example, public sector jobs usually are. So yeah, imagine if people didn't always have to choose their place of residence based solely on the job, but just on their own personal preferences. For example, do you want to raise your children in a safe and quiet countryside environment? Do you perhaps want to raise some chickens or other farm animals just as a side hobby? Want to buy a large suburban style home at the absolute lowest possible price regardless of where? Or do you just really like the view in Árnastapi? A lot of people do. The possibilities with this are just absolutely endless. Please like and subscribe, and please leave a comment also. Comments really help in the algorithm. I mean, not really. I mean, the algorithm really hates me for some reason. So yeah, if you ever see the algorithm walking down the street, please give it a nice kick in the gut.